There is a very specific, incredibly satisfying subgenre of K-dramas that can be summed up in exactly one sentence. Lee Joon-gi putting on a sharp three-piece suit, pulling out a law degree, and absolutely beating the brakes off corrupt politicians. If you are tired of weak main leads who let villains walk all over them for 16 episodes, you need to be watching Lawless Lawyer and Again My Life. These aren't just legal thrillers. They are high-octane chess matches where the hero refuses to lose. But while they look identical on the surface, they actually deliver two completely different flavors of absolute satisfaction. So today, we are breaking down why this specific pairing is a masterclass in revenge, how they contrast, and ultimately, which one did it better. Let's start chronologically with 2018's Lawless Lawyer. Here, Lee Joon-gi plays Bong Sang-pil, a man who witnessed his mother's murder as a child and was raised by his high-ranking gangster uncle. When he grows up, he doesn't just become a lawyer to follow the rules. He becomes a lawyer to manipulate the loopholes. The core vibe: I will use the law as a weapon to destroy you. And if the law fails, my fists won't. What makes Lawless Lawyer work so well on a narrative level is the sheer corruption of the villains. Judge Cha Moon-suk is worshipped like a living saint by the city, but she is secretly a puppet master running a criminal syndicate. When the entire legal system is rigged by the person holding the gavel, our hero has to play incredibly dirty to win. Plus, we have to talk about the chemistry. The romance here isn't just a side plot filler. Seo Ye-ji plays a fiercely independent attorney who matches Sang-pil's chaotic energy perfectly. It's an equal partnership built on mutual respect and shared trauma, making the emotional stakes feel incredibly grounded. Now, jump forward to 2022. Lee Joon-gi returns to the legal world with Again My Life, but this time the show throws a massive supernatural curveball. Kim Hee-woo is a hot-headed prosecutor who actually manages to catch the ultimate villain, a shadow kingmaker politician named Assemblyman Cho. The problem: the villain is so powerful, he has Hee-woo murdered in cold blood on a rooftop in episode 1. But instead of dying, Hee-woo meets a Grim Reaper, gets a second chance at life, and is sent back 10 years into his own past with all his future memories completely intact. This is where the show shifts into pure, unadulterated wish fulfillment. Imagine going back to your college days, knowing exactly which stocks will boom, which crimes will happen, and who is going to betray who. Unlike the raw, street-brawling nature of Lawless Lawyer, Again My Life is a grand masterclass in strategy. Hee-woo doesn't just attack the villain. He spends an entire decade systematically cutting off the villain's money supply, arresting his future henchmen before they even commit the crimes, and building an untouchable army of loyal allies. It is highly calculated, deeply satisfying, and addictingly fast-paced. So if you're deciding which one to binge next, let's break them down, head to head. 1. The protagonist, energy Bong Sang-pil in Lawless Lawyer, is charismatic, loud, cheeky, and unhinged. He smiles right before he punches a guy in the face. Kim Hee-woo in Again My Life is a stoic, hyper-calculating tactician who moves in the shadows. Edge, Lawless Lawyer for sheer entertainment value. 2. The stakes and plot again. My Life takes the win here. The time loop mechanic means the plot moves like a bullet. There's almost zero filler because every single episode moves a piece across Hee-woo's massive 10-year chessboard. Lawless Lawyer tends to stall slightly in the middle with standard courtroom back and forth. 3. The romance and relationships. If you want a romance that actually matters,
Lawless lawyer wins by a landslide. Again, my life heavily sidelines its romance, to the point where the female leads feel more like business associates than love interests. Neither of these shows
Is completely flawless. Lawless Lawyer can get predictable if you've seen a lot of revenge dramas, and again, my life suffers from a notoriously rushed finale that left a lot of fans scratching their heads. But at the end of the day, nobody commands a screen during a revenge arc like Lee Joon-gi. He brings an intense, physical commitment to his action scenes, which he famously performs entirely himself without a stunt double. That elevates both of these scripts into top-tier entertainment. If you want raw emotion, great romance, and gritty street fights, go watch Lawless Lawyer. If you want a brilliant, satisfying sci-fi revenge strategy where the hero outsmarts everyone using future knowledge, go watch Again My Life. But I want to hear from you guys in the comments. Which version of Lee Joon-gi do you prefer? The chaotic, rule-breaking lawyer, or the time-traveling, calculating prosecutor?